Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to see how the research process can be prepared for our work from the scratch. In the previous videos in our channel, we have discussed about how to choose a topic and how to prepare a research proposal. But before that, I got so many questions from the people. What is how to prepare the research process in the initial stage? Now, in this one, let me take you to the step-by-step procedure. Very first is the problem formulation. Here, it is nothing but identity of or identification of a particular problem. While we are trying to identify the problem, we have to put ourselves a set of questions in the broader sense of our area of research or topic. Now, we should search for various sort of possibilities to solve the questions. And after trying to solve the questions, the broader area of research we have considered must be made in a narrower way, but it can be done at any stage after finding the problem. Next method here in the research process is literature survey. In simple words, it can also be called as background in a way such that we have to search the various topics which has been carried out by different authors in the literature. It might be regarding to the same application of our work. It might be regarding about the same methodology or technology or techniques or algorithms of our work. We have to make a list of them in a chronological order by having collection and sorting the articles in a chronological order of the topic. And the next one is expected outcomes. We have to take out a picture of what will be the expected outcomes while we get at the end of this work. Now, while looking at this one, very first thing we have to check is look for possibilities. Is what we may get. Next, and also have to look at the requirements to carry the work. Means what is the equipment, what are the tools we require, what are the other things like help from our fellow members, researchers, supervisor, who have to make a clear picture of it. But more than that, we must be optimistic as the real outcomes may or may not match our expected outcomes. For that reason, we should be ready for, but hope for the best. Next one, a proper design of our work. When we are designing this one, it might be any of these things. Very first, it might be experimental one. Means we have to carry out the experiments to prepare and design, or observational one. These two methods, not only these two methods, there are so many methods like interviews, all those things. But most of the times we go along with experimental and observational designs. Next one is data collection and process. Here, it can be carried out through various procedures. Very first one, questionnaire, interviews, and then collecting the database depending upon our application and requirements. Then at the end, where in this method, we are going to have the processing, means executing the project based upon our application, our algorithm, and our tools available with us. Later, we must, after executing the project in a proper way, as per our requirements, we have to go for data analysis and testing. When we go for this one, the very first stage here is analyze the data with respect to proposed work. Keep this in mind, proposed work, not that take any random data and say that it is our work. Do not say this. Have a clear picture with respect to the analysis. Next, test that data clearly such that we may get the required outcomes or may not be the required outcomes. Next, coming to the next step here is conclusion. While we go for conclusion, we go for evaluation of the proposed work in simple way. Means here we undergo interpretation of the outcomes. It is only the evaluation of proposed work here. It is carried out by the means of interpretation of the outcomes. We make a clear picture that this method has been carried out like this, we have achieved like that we will make a picture. You might give so many examples for this also in a proper technical sense. Next, we can come with the next point is, in this conclusion, we may draw out that a new emerging things might arise from our work. Next one, report writing. When we start this report writing, it is said to be the last one, but it is not always the last step in the research proposal. Here, the very first is announcing the results, means presenting the results in a particular order such that it meets our requirements and application. Next, documentation has to be carried out as per the norms laid down by the concerned university or institution, and it is to be done with the help of the allotted supervisors and the committee for the research approval. Next one, evaluation of the research has to be carried out here. Means if any things have happened out of this, all the steps we have seen from 1 to 8, we have to look that if any modification is needed in our work. Means as we depend on expected outcomes, as it is already said that the real outcomes may or may not match the expected outcomes, and then it will slowly go into repeat mode. That's how repeat mode means you have to once again go back from starting from the problem formulation. Here we have to check if any requirements is, we have to start out one by one point until we come to the final stage of report writing, that is evaluation of the research. Means we should stop there. Thank you for listening our video. I hope you have understood the concepts here. If you still want any other videos, please do subscribe our channel and please give the comments your valuable suggestions such that we can help you in taking the good knowledge with your side. Thank you.